approached is getting a game like this back, kind of, read as the team as a push. And I guess you described it as Laker basketball, but do you feel like this kind of restores what you were looking for?
It does. I reference a lot Hard Knock Life, Volume 2. Classic Jay-Z album. There's a song on there called A Week Ago. And one of the lines, the main line, is, "It was all good just a week ago." And I told the team yesterday, a week ago from yesterday, we were practicing in Atlanta. We were 7-2. We were feeling good about ourselves. And then you don't play well for 3 games a week in this league. I mean, this is the NBA. And you got to find moments to recapture what makes you a good basketball team. And I think over the last 24 hours, we've done that. I just want to say a couple things about the game overall. I want to give a lot of credit to my staff. Sometimes with these turnarounds, the prep for the players becomes difficult. We met at 40 on the clock. We got in at 3 a.m. last night, so we didn't want to overwhelm them when they were zombies at 12 p.m. So we met at 40 on the clock, and I thought, Coach Ty, Scotty, Greg, Drew Seifert, like all these guys that worked on this scout did a really good job of creating clarity for our team, and we were able to go out and execute that, and that's a credit to our guys. And the second thing is, like, Maxi Kleba has not been in the rotation all season. He's played in a couple blowouts. Knew he was going to be part of the rotation tonight. Guy scores, he makes 1 basket, but had a huge impact on the game with his physicality, his talk, and just what I would describe as what we want Laker spirit to be. Just being a great teammate. And had, on the court, the defense, the rebounding, all the stuff that are winning basketball plays. He was a big part of that tonight.
A couple of key moments. Milwaukee makes the big run in the third, and Luka has that, I think, either 8 or 9-0 streak. Yeah. And then Austin has 3 threes when Luka's sitting. Did you see that as kind of stabilizing?
I mean, we knew they were going to make a run. They didn't shoot the ball well in the first half. A few of the threes were threes we were willing to live with. A couple of their lasers missed some decent looks. I thought we did a pretty good job of closing out. Didn't do a great job of closing out off of Giannis's passes to start the second half. And your group, we actually responded twice. They make the run, we get back up 22, they cut it down again, and then Luka and AR, like they did all night, just led us, and like they've done all season. Those guys have done an amazing job of leading our basketball team.
You did have Luka and AR, but this kind of goes along with the same theme of at Portland the win, at Minnesota today, where you lose 2 starters, like day of, where you're undermanned and find a way to get it done, and kind of pulling back big picture with LeBron looming in terms of his return. How have this portion of the season maybe served you in the long run, having different guys play and contribute as you look to build the full season?
It's a confidence boost for the group. I think for certain players who, when we're fully healthy, may not play a ton of minutes or may not even be part of the rotation, it gives them a reference point. I think Nick Smith knows that we believe in him as a player. We're calling ISOs for him against the Portland Trailblazers, who have great wing defenders. So I think it's great for the group. With the possibility of us getting healthy, that certainly makes you excited. But then, like I told you guys in training camp, we had 24 starting lineups last year. Like the soft tissue injuries, all this stuff, it's just part of the NBA. And whether we've had an illness run through the team this week while we're on the road. We've had a number of guys that have played through it, a number of guys that haven't been able to play through it. So those things are just going to happen throughout an NBA season. But the togetherness of the group and the intent of the group every night outside of a couple games has been really good.
Going to ask about the guy who you had on your shirt pregame. When we were talking with DeAndre yesterday.
And positive reinforcement. And it took, 8 to 10 days to figure that out in the preseason. And once we did, it's been really awesome to watch him grow with this group and be fully engaged and be a part of this group.
And to a 24-point win. Look, because of their defense, the way they set the tone, big game in that first half. JJ called it probably their best defense of the year at that point. Bucks tried to respond there in the third. They had a 38-point third quarter, but the Lakers set that tone early and really had a commanding lead.
Yeah, I mean, the Lakers, they passed the test with an A+ on this trip. Playing last night, coming in, back-to-back game against Milwaukee, who were at home with Giannis and a great three-point shooting team. They started from the beginning with a defensive mindset, and you could tell that they were not allowing Giannis to get to the rim that much. Didn't close out that well. I mean, Milwaukee got some open shots. They just didn't knock them down, but the Lakers were able to eliminate them from getting offensive rebounds. They pressured the perimeter players. I know they made that run in the third, but the Lakers continued to come with the defense, and they were able to get some offense going as well. So hats off to a back-to-back game. They needed this game to have a successful road trip. They got the job done on the defensive end.
Yeah, it's kudos to the coaching staff. They had a great game plan to stop Giannis, and when you have that game plan and you don't have a chance to practice, sometimes it's hard to execute. So kudos to the team, too, for maybe, have it done and shoot around. Well, they probably didn't have a shoot around. And, the meeting, and then they go out and execute, and they was able to implement that game plan, so kudos to them. And you also have to think about the way they got on the perimeter, offensive players, too. They contested all threes, which is so important in this game, and then they rebounded. Because sometimes with the long threes and the way you're scrambling as a defensive team, the other team gets a lot of offensive rebounds. So they were able to secure the rebounds, get fast breaks, and more importantly, knock down shots. Because you can play great defense, but if you go down the other end, you don't shoot it very well. It doesn't do you any good. So I really like the overall game plan, especially on the last game of the road trip, because sometimes that last game, all you think about is getting home to the wife and kids. But they played well, and I'm happy that they sustained that lead and won the game.
So much better coming back to LA too with a win under your belt. That long flight, you're now 7-2 on the road, 10-4 overall are the Lakers. Talk about securing rebounds. They also secured the game ball. This is what happened at the end of this one.
Never seen this before.
Interesting enough.
Never seen a referee get so involved in the game, the ball.
And the big thing here is Adu Thiero playing in his first game as a Laker, coming back from injury, scored his first points, and Jared Vanderbilt, Jake LaRavia, even Luka saying, we just want to give the rookie the game ball. The officials had something to say about that. It's a little bit of a standoff for quite some time. Coaches got involved until Giannis said, hey, give the game ball to the rook.
Give me the damn ball.
Hey, that settled that really fast when the leader of the league team says, you know what, just give him the ball, man. It's just the ball. We got $1 million of them in the back.
You know who else could have got the game ball? Luka Doncic. How about this? His 50th career 40-point game, which is